So basically what we've got here is the Mockup. So here's the shower pan. The water from the shower or whatever we put in here comes down through here, through a spin down filter to remove all the hair and sediments and whatnot. It then comes down here into this pump, pumps it up into a 5 micron whole house filter, then goes to a 2 micron whole house filter, then it goes into a charcoal filter, and from there it goes back behind here into a whole house UV system. So again, it's a bit overdone, but hey, if it's worth doing, it's worth overdoing, right? From the UV systems, we now have clean, sterilized water. Comes up here and it splits off. So technically this is cold water, although it'll heat up as the hot water starts circulating through the system from the shower. That goes to the cold input of this mixer valve and hot water heater, the hot input. You can't have a normal mixing valve on this because you'd be constantly adjusting it as the cold water gets warmer and warmer. So we're going to try this. This will basically auto measure or auto mix to a particular temperature. So when you turn the water on, which we've got the pump on, I'm going to plug in the UV light. And we'll be measuring all of and tracking all of the power consumption. So we got the UV light on now. Basically, this shower system is a push button on and off, and right now we kind of got it up there in a janky way, but we'll turn the shower head water on. Okay. So now we want to set our temperature at 100 degrees, which should be about a so let's see whether we can get it up there. Why isn't the temperature? Maintaining 113 degrees, which is about where I would want to take my shower. Nice hot shower, and so far it's maintained it exactly for 2.5 minutes. We're going to let it run and see if we can take a 20-minute shower and measure how much power it is. This just kicked back on, so we'll see if that will be able to keep up for 20 minutes. If this runs for 20 minutes, my two concerns are the temperature, and because this is running hot water, that this will overheat and the thermal limit will be reached. But we'll have to see how that works. So we have the UV on, we have the pump running, and this is on. So the total draw right now, assuming that once this heats up, once the cold water heats up enough, after going through this system, this should be able to keep up with it. Because this will be coming through at closer and closer to like 100 degrees, and then this should be able to keep up with it. And so we're at 1400 watts right now. So we should be able to run that for at least 20 minutes. The only other thing that I want to do is I want to put a flow meter, flow sensor in line here, and have the flow sensor activate a relay that turns on the UV light, so that when we turn the system off, the UV light will go off because no water will be flowing, and when we turn it on, the pump will and the flow meter will come on. The pump will always be on when the bathroom light is on. So when the bathroom light gets on, it's going to energize the circuit that the UV and the pump are put on. Pump will probably just go over a couple times just to get pressure back into the system, and then just wait. If you're going to take a shower, you turn the shower on by pushing the button option you want. Water starts flowing, UV light gets turned on by the relay, pump turns on because the pressure is lost through the system, but otherwise it's a completely circular controlled system. We're at 5 minutes now, and I have a feeling we won't have any issue keeping up the temperature of the shower. So now it's primarily, let's see what the pump does. So I guess we'll be back in 15 minutes. We've reached past the 20-minute mark. Temperature has, for the most part, been maintained. Actually, to be honest, we're at about 37, 38 minutes because at 15-minute mark, I was playing with the things and it reset the timer counter. Nothing is shut off. It's never gone below 111 degrees. We had it set at 113 when we started. Let's see. Yeah, it was 113 degrees. The hottest part that I can find on here is 139 degrees. Don't know what the thermal cutoff is, but if we can run it for almost 40 minutes at 113 degrees, things should be good. So I'm gonna, oops, here.